Y'all know I ain't lying. Yes, sir. Y'all, welcome to Band with y'all. It's about to be phenomenal. It's about to go down, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope you're doing well, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to Band with. Do me a favor, like, share, tag, and press that subscribe button, y'all. We trying to make that money. You feel me? Hello to everyone. Shakira, Brandy, Desiree, and Chris.
Hello.
The part owner of Hood and Holy. Yep. I bought it from her.
Why do you keep saying that on the internet? Like, that's supposed to be a secret.
Huh?
Like, a secret buy. Like,
Ain't no secret buy.
Yeah.
Ain't no secret buy. Ain't no silent. I want everybody to know. It ain't no silent. We making money. We making money, dog. We're making money. So when y'all buy Hood and Holy, some of that ching ching is coming to me. Some of it coming to me. And you haven't paid me out yet.
Wait, look at this, though. Y'all remember this?
Grind for God.
I forgot.
Bro, I was rushing, so I put it on.
No, we used to rock this.
We did rock that.
For real?
What? People used to have their Grind for God shirts on. Please.
Des, you here when we
She was on sabbatical.
Yeah, you left the church for a minute. You left for a minute, too.
No.
Yeah. How long you been at church?
Almost 10 years.
You know, sir. No, sir. No, sir, dog.
7 years.
Huh?
I've been in church for 7 years.
7?
Mine is 3 months. Mine is 2 months.
That dude took you out, didn't he?
Nah, it was the devil. The devil thought he had you. The devil thought he had you. No, he really did. That was.
Well, y'all so saved. Y'all just did tie tripping on the. Y'all did, man.
No, seriously though, it was the devil. God had a plan for me since birth. Like, I'm telling you, it's the devil. It was the devil. He didn't want me to get connected, but as soon as I got connected, boom, you know what I'm saying? I started to, come into the kingdom of God. Now look at me. I can hear him. I'm going to keep on talking, though. Because I know you didn't really mean to put them crickets right there. But what I'm saying is, so.
Hey, did y'all hear last person said, now look at me?
Yeah, look at me now. You know what I'm saying? So it was the devil, but we're not going to talk about my sabbatical, but I've been here for a while now.
And then, did you ever leave?
Yeah.
You
did leave.
It wasn't really.
You were just saying recently that
How long
you
did
may
you
need a break.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Well,
Well, basically,
tell about this.
The conversation was everybody has a sabbatical, but she never took a sabbatical.
Everybody don't have no sabbatical.
Well, everybody had one. Most people did. That was on.
Crack it up.
No, y'all the thugs. Y'all the thugs. Thugs always take a church sabbatical. They miss the streets. They miss the streets. They missed the streets.
True, and then don't none be in the streets.
So and then y'all come on back.
You come back.
Yeah, because Shakira ain't never took no sabbatical. Shakira been with me for 10 years. Brandy hadn't ever taken no sabbatical. No, she did.
Be clear.
She took a break.
You took a break.
When?
It don't matter why you did.
No. I'm talking about leaving the church. I'm talking about leaving the church. She ain't never left the church.
I didn't leave the church either.
Boy, yes you did.
I was still a member.
Left the church.
You left the church because you were like, my man.
Oh. Not the man took me out. Wow. Yeah, that's not a true story.
And then, did you ever leave the church?
It was a
ambition.
second. Just a second.
What was the second?
A couple months.
And where did you go?
I was at home.
Nah, for real. I was at the radio station.
I remember. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell him while we did an 80-something day of prayer, you just got all of a sudden in your feelings said, "I'm sick of going to prayer. I'm gonna go to a basketball game." And when you got to the game, they were closed. They didn't.
You were dressed up.
This negrette decided she didn't want to be at prayer. Went to a basketball game. Since she got to the game, they were like, "You can't get in."
That's crazy.
And she drove her. I should have went to prayer.
God got a funny way of telling you.
Boy, you cannot play with the man. You cannot play with the man. Listen, I don't care what you're going through. I promise you, if this man has called you to be in God's house and he's called all believers to be in the house of God, you coming back.
It doesn't matter.
It don't matter. Now you decide how you come back. You can come back in a body bag, or you can stay and just go through the process. But you coming back now. I don't care what anybody say.
I was at home watching church from at home one day, and you called my name over the screen. You know what Chris said? Chris, this word is for you. And it's me like, dang,
You can't run, man. You can't run. You
call
can't
my
run,
name
dog.
on live
Hey,
TV.
and I'm gonna tell you straight up, I ain't gonna cap with you. If I were not get this, if I were not a singer leading praise and worship, I would have been gone too. That's the only thing that kept me until I wanted to be in God's house.
Wow.
All right. Anyway, we ain't about to start no church
That was
real
good,
quick.
though. That's the truth.
All right, y'all. Let's go to commercial, make some money. Yeah, thank you for tuning in tonight, man. We still here talking about who left and who didn't come back and who stayed around and so forth. All right, yo, Chris, tell us, what would you do?
Okay, so this What Would You Do segment is called Dead or Alive. I'm a 57-year-old man, and I've been dating my new girlfriend for 1 year now. She's a little younger, 20 years younger to be exact, but our relationship just works. She's understanding, loyal, patient, and everyone loves her. When we first met, I had to ask her why she wasn't dating. She was just that fine. She said that her boyfriend had just passed away, and she had been with him for only 6 months. I immediately felt bad, and we ended up hitting it off that same week. I know that I've helped her through her grief, which is okay with me. Well, these past 12 months have been really good. We mostly spend time in my house. When I ask her to come over, she says she's not comfortable or she's not ready yet. I've always thought that was a little weird, but I didn't think anything of it. Well, I should have. Recently, she said she wasn't feeling well, so I offered to bring her over a few items. She was hesitant at first, and then she just asked me to be patient with her. I said okay and told her I was on my way. When I walked through the door, I saw 7 photos of a man on the wall. There were candles and flowers on the living room table, almost like an altar. I'm not going to lie, I started getting a little scared. In the kitchen were smaller pictures of her and this guy everywhere. When I walked to her room, on the wall, I saw a suit in a frame and a photo of the guy's face. I stopped and asked her, what is all of this? She said that she's still been grieving and it was her ex. I told her that it was a little strange and I was very uncomfortable. I left her house. I'm totally shocked. Am I tripping? Do I need to let her grieve? Is she crazy? You've only been with the man for 6 months and he dies and you have photos all around your house? I don't know. I like her, but what would you do? That girl crazy.
So how old is he?
He's 52.
How old is she?
20 years younger.
Yeah, so
what's
32.
That? Yeah, she's in her 30s.
Oh, okay. And
She
so
was dating a man for 6 months.
she was dating a man for 6 months and he passed.
It wasn't her husband. It was just her boyfriend.
Just a boyfriend. He passed. And then how did he pass?
She
Oh,
didn't
okay.
say.
And then so he go.
She didn't want him to come over her house.
Right.
She kept saying she wasn't comfortable, but
Right.
then she got sick, and he said he brought her some items, and that's what he found in her house. Pictures of the man all over the house.
Yeah, buddy.
6 months not long enough. To
She's
be
a
acting that
sicko.
Crazy.
Yeah, that baby girl channeling him to come and talk to her.
Yeah, at night.
Yeah,
When
that's
she leave you,
Yeah.
she going home to talk to him.
Robert, come on down to me.
Yeah, I think you need to leave her alone, and he too old for that. You too old to be trying to deal with that. Let that woman grieve.
Yeah, let her grieve, dog.
Yeah,
Let her
just
grieve,
a
dog.
suit in a frame.
Yeah, let her
that's a
grieve,
little
man.
insane.
She
She's a psycho.
my sister was here, she was like, oh, that's witchcraft.
That demonic.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I
Find
let
you a
her
new
grieve, dog.
girlfriend.
Yeah, I would peace out on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Thank you for that, Chris. That was, let's do that taste test real quick.
That's crazy. Wow.
God, that sounded
Yeah, you added that.
I did not. It's been that the whole time.
I ain't
yeah.
never heard you do that.
Yeah, you know.
This was a good moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Appreciate you.
All right. Okay.
This the taste test.
Oh.
Yeah.
We eating.
Yes.
I want that chocolate.
So, Shakira, tell us what we're doing, man.
So this is Drizzlicious.
The name
A
is about the
fan entry. Shout out to Erica. So
Okay.
these are mini rice cakes with a little sweetness on top. You can eat 21
Ooh.
pieces for only 90 calories.
I love that.
You try that. I want to try chocolate.
So we got s'mores and birthday cake.
Let's see.
It's the way you chewing. Is it nasty? I don't like birthday cake.
This.
Thank you for trying.
Let me see.
It's
That
like,
kind of that one okay. It's like tastes
it's
like
not bad.
What's that?
It reminds me
Cereal.
of Dunkaroos.
What is that?
Girl, you used to eat that.
What's the cereal? The puff cereal.
Kix.
The yellow ones.
Pops.
Pops. They
Oh.
kind of taste like pops.
So there's also drinks.
Let me just
It's nasty.
Not
we
today
all
was a
get
buzz.
booed. That's not bad. Ooh, the s'mores one isn't bad though.
But if you don't like them, you can just like pass them.
Yeah,
we
they're
go.
actually not bad.
No, come over
It's
here.
not
and get
bad.
it. I want you to come over here and get this.
They not bad.
We're not going to wait to break. Come get
This
this.
tastes like water.
Yeah.
This is flavored water.
As a matter of fact,
Let's see.
you just go ahead with these current events. That's what we're going to do.
Soul tie.
That's nasty.
Scared to do.
Let me, before you do that, let me announce about this.
Go ahead.
Drizzlicious ain't delicious.
They weren't that bad though.
Drizzlicious ain't delicious.
I give it a 6.
Yeah,
so
it's
good.
not
That's
bad.
not bad for a snack when you want
I-
some sweet.
Drizzlicious ain't delicious.
It tastes
Don't
like
waste your money.
a dehydrated Rice Krispie.
It is a
It's
waste.
like a puff with no.
It's a waste of taste buds.
It's kind of like no taste but a taste.
It was better than
It was
the
better
chips
than them
last
chips
week
from
now.
last. Yeah, them chips.
That tastes like air.
From last week?
Who suggested this?
Well, now I would like to protect my sources.
No, I remember Erica.
Erica, which one?
Which one? We one of.
If you're following along in the comments, you know the
Yeah, no.
I'm screaming.
It
Yeah.
wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. I'm not
It
gonna
wasn't.
lie. The chips last week sick. That was disgusting.
Keep hands, feet, and other ideas to yourself.
I think diet. If I'm dying of hunger, I will eat them.
No.
Yeah, if I'm
No,
dying.
Dying is crazy.
This is horrible. This is
Who
horrible.
chose this?
She just found that in the back of the refrigerator. Yeah, no.
Way back.
Shakira, all right, now you were doing good early this
So
quarter.
Salty. My thing was
so.
It's horrible. All this bad.
Yours, yeah. It's kind
Shakira, give us our current events, man.
Yes, sir. So President Biden did sign the bill that would force ByteDance to sell TikTok amid concerns about ties to China. TikTok is already banned in a handful of countries from government issued devices in places like India and Canada. So ByteDance, the Chinese-based owner, said that it doesn't have plans to sell TikTok.
That's right. It's over, dog. It's over, man.
back to Insta.
Yep, it's over, dog. That's why I went live today. Waited 2 hours for 50 people to join.
no, you did not. You had people on the line.
Correct, I waited 2 hours for 50 people to join.
That's the old joke. That's not a current joke.
That is current. It's
'Cause
true.
You still no. Now you was it was people on that live.
No,
You had about
no.
People outside of the
65
church,
people.
yeah.
Huh?
People outside. That's a good platform though, because it was people outside of the church.
No, yeah, that's not true.
It was.
No,
I saw
no.
them.
Stop trying to be comforting. It doesn't work.
I saw them.
What'd you say, Brian? Yeah, church people on Facebook. Yeah,
I saw a pastor in the comments.
yeah. I gotta. So how often should I go live to get my get a following on Instagram? Yeah,
What if you 2 times a week?
2 times a week, 3
times. Woo!
3 times a week. For what? I can not one of them out with the sermon replay. That cap.
But y'all do go live on Instagram though.
Yeah, it goes live.
It goes live on Instagram. Your sermon. I sent it to my cousin. One of my cousins.
You an evangelist.
No, I'm not.
You evangelist?
I don't think that's one of my gifts. I think that's actually close to last.
Yeah. That's probably yeah.
Yeah, you are though.
Well, no. Are you? Let me ask you a question. When you are in public, are you okay with talking to people about Jesus?
Yeah, I'm okay, but I'm not going.
Are you excited about it?
Yeah. I don't
See,
like
I'm
talking
not.
to people. I ain't gonna cap. Okay, yeah.
I'm not.
I'm just gonna be honest. Yeah.
I like posting about Jesus.
Yes,
I don't talk to me in public.
Yeah, public. It's
we're gonna
not a
fight.
bad thing for me, but I will.
Yeah, we're gonna fight. I'm always looking for like.
That's not my grace.
My head is on a swivel, like okay. But so walking up and saying, "Do you know G? Do you know G? Do you know G? Do you know G?"
I gotta
I talk
confess.
to strangers all the
I
time.
gotta confess something after the show too that I did.
Do it now.
To a person. No, I'm not gonna do it now. I can't.
So why
do
would
it
you
now.
say it then?
Well, I just wanted to make sure. I
Now I don't want to hear it.
You gotta hear it.
Do I?
You do.
It's the do I?
Yeah, you do.
You evangelist? This?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, honey, you know church, honey? I'll be so sick. I just can't. I'll be like, can we please keep it moving?
So let me ask you a question. What's your strongest gift out of all of them? What would you say yours is?
It's a strong gift.
What is it, man?
It's just a gift.
What is it?
I have two.
Okay.
Say it.
Leadership.
Okay. What is the other one?
Pastoring. The pastor gift.
Here it is.
Yeah. Now we have to help people understand pastor and preaching two different things.
Oh, definitely two different
Y'all heard
things.
of no.
That girl started
But
speaking another way.
when you start, that can make anybody say the craziest stuff. But y'all heard of what?
I'm sorry. I just, two different things. Yeah.
What about you, Dad? What's your strength?
My strongest gifts are giving and administration.
Giving and admission. Okay, gotcha.
What about you?
Questionable.
What about you?
Leadership is the strongest one, and then giving is like top 3, and then ironically enough, administration is one, but that's connected to apostolicity. So out of those gifts, but evangelizing ain't
Yeah, that has never come up on my.
I don't want to go nowhere.
Yeah, I don't want to drive.
you don't
I
go
don't want to
nowhere.
talk at the gas
Hey,
station.
man, I was outside, taking the trash out and stuff like that. And I saw people jumping out of their cars, walking up. I said, all right, y'all come over here, y'all want to with that Jehovah Witness now.
What you gonna tell us?
That ain't the word. That ain't the word. That ain't. And don't come over here no more.
No more, please stay over there. Yeah.
Take his door off your
No,
list.
man.
Yeah,
No, man. All right, man. Des, it's questionable. Holla at us.
That just pissed me off.
Yeah.
It's questionable. Hey, band. It is time to dive into It's Questionable, the segment which explores the latest headlining news. Tonight, we have a follow-up story. Sean Diddy Combs, 54-year-old American rapper, record executive, and actor, made headlines yet again.
Wow.
As we know, Diddy is facing a lawsuit. His lawyer is requesting...
What he acting in, dog?
He's a fire actor.
He's
I
an
watched
actor?
the movie. He was a good actor.
He all right.
Yeah.
He all right, dog.
Give him his credit, man.
Man,
They already trying to take
you from the
everything
hood,
from,
dog.
man.
You from the hood.
She like seeing a black man on the
Yeah.
I watch
I bet he
all
better
the
than
movies.
I bet he better than Denzel, ain't he?
No.
Yeah.
They all right.
All right, what he do?
Okay. Diddy is facing a lawsuit, and his lawyer is requesting that his human trafficking and revenge porn charges be dropped. The argument presented is that these charges lack legal basis since they did not exist back in 1991 when the charges were claimed to happen. Essentially, Diddy's team is saying that there was an absence of corresponding laws at the time, which makes the case invalid. To the band, do we think that this is an admission of guilt, or is this questionable?
Oh, he told her. He did it. He told her, hey, he what he said was, I did it, but the law didn't cover it back then.
Basically,
Yeah.
But you think they'll drop it? I mean,
That
that is
is
a valid
that's
argument
true.
a little bit.
Y'all,
If the lawyers
law,
spin it
yeah, I'm
right,
about to say
listen.
it ain't really about none of this. It's about what they can prove in court and
If
what they
OJ
can
got
argue.
off, anything is possible.
Anything is possible. Young Thug is still on trial.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah,
Past
he is.
60 something days, still
Yeah.
on trial.
I know y'all thought he was about to get off. He ain't getting off.
You don't think
You
so?
don't think
I
so?
Man,
Have
dog.
you been watching it?
I've been
though?
witnesses.
kind of
They
trying
are-
to keep up
They
with
don't
it.
have the witnesses are.
They scared.
Listen to me though, y'all.
Skeptical.
All right, so here's what I think. I don't know if Young Thug is gonna get off. I do know this, and for the sake of the audience, I'm not going to say what I want to say. But if the system wants a rich black man to go down, he's done.
That's true. That's just what it is.
All right, so we got to understand that this ain't no regular person.
Yeah. That's true.
If you know, now for example, this is what I believe. Somebody put Diddy there.
Absolutely.
Somebody put him there, and he going down.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah, he makes people, and I'm not going to say a specific group of people, but I'll say we all know who we're talking about. Who runs that industry? What group of people? And black people don't run the industry. I want us to understand that black artists are pawns.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They give us a couple $1 million, and then they laugh at us when we go and show off our cars because whoever runs the industry, you don't know anything that they own.
Yeah.
You just know they own us. Okay. So with that being said, if they don't want him to go to jail, he ain't going. But if they do, he going. Because he has made the industry too much money.
Yeah.
Money, hear me, y'all. This is going to be a very controversial statement. I believe that the middle of the mountain is about race. The middle of the mountain and bottom and under is about race. I think the top of the mountain is about money. I'm gonna say it again. So when you're talking about race relations, I don't think that consumes the mountain of whatever industry.
Yeah.
I think that as you go higher and higher, the color changes.
Absolutely.
And the color turns into green.
Green.
I agree.
Absolutely.
I agree.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
So that's why I've said, for example, people like President Trump. I just don't know if President Trump is racist. I think he's narcissistic.
Yeah.
I think if you are for him, he for you. And if you ain't for him, he ain't dealing with you. This man, y'all, hear me. Do y'all know that this man allegedly, under President Obama's administration, first of all, President Obama told us that COVID was coming.
Yeah.
He told us about the pandemic. Okay. And his administration put together a national plan for the pandemic. President Trump he gets into office and totally wipes that plan away. You know why? Because it didn't come from him.
Narcissist.
That's crazy. You put a whole country
This
at risk.
this is I mean, y'all, this is just what it is, right? And so I said that to say, going back to the point, I believe that Diddy got to the place where it's just about the money. But when they want to get rid of you, they're going to use your color. So if this brother has pissed somebody off, which he has, he's done. And until he says, all right, I'll do it, or whatever that looks like, he done. That's just what I think. I don't consider myself a conspiracy theorist, but I do believe that a man that has made those people that type of money, they're going to always be protected as long as they stay in the confinements of whatever rules they're in place. That's what I think.
Yeah.
So.
No, I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put this on the table. I don't know nothing I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I don't have any. I just if I had an opinion, that's what it will be, because I do know that there are certain things that we would never understand until we got to the very top of those industries. And I'm talking about for every industry. That's what I think, man. So when you start talking about race, I think the conversation about race ends as you go higher and higher and higher. How much money do you have?
Yep. What can you do for me?
What you willing to do for the money?
So, all right. Well, man, I think we pray for Brother Diddy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're going to pray for him, man. All right, man, let's go to commercial. I need you to do me a favor. I'm trying to get rich and famous. Trying to get rich. Do me a favor. Leave a review. If this is your favorite podcast, which I know it is. I need you to go. It's at the bottom there, somewhere around the left or right, and leave a review. I don't care if it's good, bad. I don't care if it's negative. Say something, please. Then, so you can always be notified that I am live, press the subscribe button now. We're trying to make money out here so we can continue to give you some great content. I love you so much, and I know you love me too. Press the subscribe button. Let's make some money. Romantic couples with a large age gap often raise eyebrows. Studies have found partners with more than a 10-year gap in age experience social disapproval. But when it comes to our own relationships, both men and women prefer someone their own age, but are open to someone 10 to 15 years their junior or senior. I want to talk about the pros and the cons of dating someone younger or older. Before we do that, I want you to put in the comments, how young is too young? How young would you go? How old would you go?
Oh,
Chris?
Yeah.
How young would you date? Would you date someone 10 years younger than you right
no,
now?
I'm not dating a man 10 years.
She like old men.
You said I'm not. You emphasized a man, so you saying?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I mean, y'all. She said I'm not dating a man
I
younger than me now.
Because
I'm not dating no man younger than me. Now, before we get started, I ain't dating no man younger.
No, I was saying, man.
It is hilarious.
But no, yeah, I wouldn't date younger. Yeah, I wouldn't date. But I
What about old? How old would you go?
oh yeah.
Would you date 50? 50? Yeah.
She would date a 50-year-old.
Yeah, you would.
And she would love
Come
him.
on, baby. Come on, come here, baby girl.
Love him to death.
Oh, but I got some jokes for that.
No way.
I got some jokes for that.
Not 50.
You would date 50.
Oh, y'all.
I can see you. I can see you doing put. Hey, Shakira. I can see her putting it. I can see you put his dentures in his mouth.
Oh,
Good morning, sweetie pie.
that's so sick.
He gonna love you down. All his life insurance policy.
Oh boy, you gonna get everything, dog.
I'm Eve.
You gonna get everything, dog.
Y'all ever see Eve husband? Old white guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no,
He's a
I'm
billionaire.
50, y'all. That's extreme. But I like older men. I just
Alright.
would date an older man. I'm sorry.
So what about you, Des?
I would never date anyone younger than me.
Okay.
But older, yeah, I could do up to 8 years.
8 years. So that'll be for you like 40.
Girl,
No. That's
too old.
that's
They're in my 20s. Oh, my bad. 30s,
I tell the
40s.
people, you look like 36-ish.
36. Okay, cool. Shakira, what about you? Would you date somebody older or younger?
What is happening? It's always
She was thinking.
I was thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe like 1 year younger.
Okay.
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 Probably up to 5 older.
All right. Cool.
That's good.
Brand, what about you?
Not younger.
Not younger.
Not good. Pass the Chris on your face.
Yeah. Let's not talk about that. It's about what you're not doing no more. Bro,
Ain't no cap, ain't no cap about fire other than I fire up now. Hey, I don't see nothing wrong. I fire up now. Don't get off. Hey, get off that little high horse in there. Hey, yo, a little Tevin Campbell. Little Tevin Campbell, look at that.
No, I'm screaming.
All right.
Okay, you want to do it again.
So what would you do then? Older. How? Okay.
much older?
How much older?
Okay,
Oh, 10. All right. Cool. All right, y'all. So do me a favor, y'all. Like, share, and tag. I'm gonna give you some pros and cons of dating younger or older. Number one, here's a pro: dating a younger person, male or female. Remember, y'all, less years usually means less baggage. Now, please understand, all of us, we have baggage. I said less. So don't be all, hypocritical and I don't want your man with your baggage. You got baggage too, a lot of it. But when you're younger, you haven't experienced life to the magnitude that most people have not experienced a lot of life that with that attaches a lot of baggage. So that's a pro. Here's a con. You could find a younger person in different seasons of their life than you. So if a person is younger, they just graduated from college, they're looking for new careers, etc., and you're a little bit more settled, you'll see some type of friction with that. They're more serious about their careers versus you may be in another place of your life where you want to explore life and change careers, blah, blah, blah. So understanding that's a con. So if a person just graduated from college or just got into their career, they may have a different focus and you may have a different focus. So it's not necessarily a game changer, but it's something that you need to consider. Here's another pro. Dating younger, they are typically exciting and more enthusiastic. Now I'm gonna give you this. I am almost 40 years old. I am not interested in dating someone or marrying somebody that's my same age. Absolutely not. I'm just not Gabriel Allen Powell. I don't want to date someone my same age. Yeah. All right. Here's something that you need to consider. When someone is younger, they are typically exciting and more enthusiastic. And get this, that transfers to you. Now, what I just said is not abstract because as I get older, I want to stay younger. So sometimes when you dated somebody that's the same age or older, they transfer that same energy to you. So let's just stay in the house.
Not go through the midlife crisis together.
I don't want that energy, dog. You feel me? In the church, but I don't want that spirit, you know? Yeah. All right. So understanding that younger typically and oftentimes means that person has a lot more energy. So they are a lot more exciting. So they don't just want to go home all the time. They don't want to just stay at home. I'm naturally a homebody. So to balance me out, I need someone that's a little bit more excited and say, hey, let's do this weekend. Because if nobody does that, I'm going to be at the house. I'm a very routine person. So I do need someone that'll say, okay, let's break. I'm rigid. I'm forward march, hut, 2, 3, 4. So I need someone that'll say, all right, I know you're marching, but can we do a right face, left face? Let's do something that kind of breaks the mold. All right. So understand that. Now, the cons of that is you can sometimes feel like you're raising someone younger. All right. Now, I know these Negroes come off like, I'm very mature for my age.
That's me. I'm about to.
No, you're not. Absolutely not.
Because I'm not.
One of the things you need to understand is that when you're dating younger, you will find that there are areas of their life. I don't care that they booty mature. I don't care that their penis or their vajayjay is mature. I don't care about that. You will find that in some way you're gonna get this. Even in their communication, they're gonna come off as if they are mature. They're gonna come off as if they're knowledgeable. But even in their mature conversation, you're going to find some immaturities there. They're gonna say something stupid, right? And get this, one of the cons to that is you're going to have to teach yourself how to not be frustrated with their, naivety, if you will. So somehow being okay with the fact that they are, one of the cons to that is you may feel like you're always giving them advice and pointing them in the right direction. And it's very difficult to always be giving people direction for their life and dating them at the same time. It's very difficult. It can be frustrating. So it's almost like, we dating, hanging out, trying to have, just imagine this. Let's go on a journey with me. We're at dinner and we're trying to have this romantic dinner and just look into their eyes and say, oh, you're so beautiful, so forth. And then the conversation evolves until, I'm really thinking about, I'm just wondering why I don't have this in my life. And then all of a sudden you're not going to be like, yeah. You're going to be like, well, life doesn't work like that.
I'm cracking up. Yo, this is funny. That's not right.
So how do you, Chris, how do you go from romance to mentorship? That's hard, bro. So you need to understand that sometimes it's going to feel like you are raising a person. Here's another pro. They are, hear me, younger, they are more understanding and teachable. They are more understanding and teachable typically. So specifically older guys, we do go for younger women because they understand. They are a lot more patient. Older women, I ain't tolerating that. Well, you just stay over there. Oh, bad knee looking good. So understand that is a pro, but here's another one, yo. A con to that is you can find yourself subconsciously expecting too much from them. So because you are of age, you can find yourself subconsciously expecting them to have things that they have not yet even matured into. Understanding almost like what we talked about earlier, that you have to kind of keep yourself reminded that y'all are in two different seasons, that they may be just getting, think about this. You've been out of college 15 years. They've been out 5.
Jeez. Yeah.
So they're going to say things, and you're going to find yourself being almost frustrated with trying to navigate through so expecting them to be responsible, expecting them to literally, Chris, listen to this, expecting them to understand even small things. A person like me, very disciplined. I don't lose things often. I don't misplace things often. All these things. So you're going to find yourself expecting them to be almost mature like that. Every time you turn around, they forgetting something. I ran out of gas. I lost my tire. My steering wheel fell off. Like, what in the, are you serious? But remembering you may be 40 years old, they are 27.
Yeah.
That is very, very difficult. So you need to understand that. Here's another pro. We're almost done, y'all. Here's another pro. The last one I'll give you. Another pro is the sex is regular and it is great, energetic, and it's constant. And when they're younger, you can hear this. They may have more energy, but you can teach them more from a sexual perspective. Here's a con, though. Younger people may get bored with you.
Ooh.
And they can make you feel old. So that's one that men have a hard time with. It causes insecurity because as you age, if you're not staying in shape, if you're not sexually performing well to her expectation, etc., it'll make an older man feel insecure when she's around younger men.
Yeah.
All right. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. I'm cute though. Y'all know I ain't lying. Yes, sir. Y'all, welcome to Band with y'all. It's about to be phenomenal. It's about to go down, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. All right, before we go, y'all, tell me some pros and cons that you've experienced. Well, tell me some pros and cons. Put it out there real quick. Let's talk about it.
Dating older is just wonderment. I don't really have any cons. Younger.
I didn't put in there, of course, you know, when you're younger, you do have, when you're dating somebody younger, they do have a lot more stability.
Yeah.
Right? They have a lot more stability. So you can count on them to have more of their stuff together in life.
That's for men and women.
That's
They
cool.
were younger. Yeah.
What about you, Des?
I've never dated anyone younger. Thank God for that. But older is where it's at.
All right. Older is where it's at.
It is. Yeah, I'm still a young tender.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.
Yo, Monday, we have future Dr. Victoria Powell on coming to talk about what are we doing? Diversity, equity, inclusion, and transgender, and how do we interact with that community.
That's gonna be
so
That's gonna be really dope.
Yeah,
so
I'm excited.
Tune in next week for that. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Happy Monday to you. Have a great week. We'll see you next Monday on Bandwidth.